think we're in. I think we're in, folks. Let's see if we can get this one in. And where the fuck is it? I've got to watch where he's going. God, bloody hell. Ah, he's going the same place. I've got to try and keep him out of there. Ah, no. Yeah, I've kept him out this time. Ah, he's trying again. Oh no, he's gone down in this stuff down here now. Oh, they're buggers, and they know where to go. He's burying into these reeds down here. Oh, he's round the bulrushes. Bugger it. Hi, so you're wondering why am I doing the intro like this? Well, things didn't quite go to plan today in a number of ways. There were problems with the fishing, but there are always problems with the fishing, and you'll see those as they arrive during the video. But unfortunately there were also a few technical problems. I somehow managed to mute the sound on my second GoPro, the one I used to capture the sort of overview of the scene, so to speak, and that means that all the videos that I took with that second camera have no sound. Now that's not too much of a problem if I've also got the body cam working, because I've got the sound on that and that all recorded sound perfectly, and I can use one to fill in the other. But unfortunately there was one event that I would have liked to have captured on both the body cam and the remote GoPro, that for some reason I didn't start the body cam, so I've only got it on the remote camera. So what I've done is, for that particular episode, I've done a voiceover. That's all I could do, because I wanted you to see it, but you've only got the remote view. So basically, this is just a sort of upfront for you to tell you why things aren't quite as they usually are. Anyway, as you will see, I went to the mill stream at Offord after chub. The surprising thing was a number of anglers that turned up while I was there. In the past I've fished that stream midweek and not seen anybody, but there were literally people arriving all through the session. Most of them walked through and went further down, so I guess they were fishing the main river further down, but it was quite surprising. But there were a number who fished, or I say a number, there were a couple at least that fished the mill stream, and quite frankly, once a swim is fished, the chances of getting a chub again reduced quite dramatically. So anyway, apologies for this slightly different intro. Yeah, there is some action. But there were a number of problems with that action, and things all came right at the end. Literally another last cast event. So I'll stop nattering and let you watch the video. Okay, folks. Well, I thought I'd have a retro day today. I bought my Rayburn's cane rod that I had made a couple of years ago. It's called the Arrow, named after a small river that Ray himself fishes. I've got a couple of shot link ledger on. I'm going to be on bread flake, and we'll see what happens, shall we? I've oh yeah, obviously the centre pin reel, as always, Rapidex. Actually, I'm not sure if this is a Trudex. Yeah, sorry, I apologise, this is a Trudex, not a Rapidex. Yeah, anyway, link ledger, 8 hook, side direct. I cut some squares of bread out of the loaf before I came and put them in a airtight bag, and the crusts that I had left over, I soaked some of those a little while ago and threw them in, soaked them so they would sink. So as I say, I don't know what's going to happen, but there's been a bit of disturbance on this stream already this morning, and that's never a good start. We can only but try. Yeah, someone a while ago sort of recommended this approach to me, whereby you cut the bread up, the sliced bread up into squares, and then all you have left over then is literally the edge of the crust. So it's a lot less wasteful than pulling lumps out. I'm hoping to let it float down a bit and see what happens. We need to get it a bit further out, I think. I think we may take one of those shot off, and then I can let the bread float further down. Because that didn't go very far down at all. Yeah, we'll have another go. Try and get it to go further down. I'll take one of those shot off. Well, this is the first technical cock-up of the day. I'd managed to mute the sound on my remote camera, which it was like that all through the session. So there's no sound to this clip, unfortunately. But the real cock-up here is I didn't switch on my body cam. So I had no backup audio. So I'm giving you a voiceover. I've taken one shot off and I managed to get quite a decent cast under the tree. And as you see, it wasn't there long before I got a take, and the cane rod is bending quite dramatically. It was a good fish. It made its way immediately right over to the far bank, and the far bank under the tree, so I couldn't see much what was going on. A lot of splashing over there. But it got to the far bank. I managed to keep it out of the far bank vegetation, but unfortunately there was sort of the residue of a reed bed between where it managed to get to and me, and it got behind that reed bed, and basically it buried itself in it. So here I am at first trying to ease it out of the reed bed, but all I was really doing was pulling it more towards it, because obviously it was behind it. So the next move really was to walk down the bank and see if I could get some side strain on it, see if I could sort of draw it out to the side. But I wasn't making much headway, to be honest. It seemed fairly well stuck. And I was beginning to think that the fish may no longer be there, and all I had was the hook embedded in the reeds. Chub are absolutely past masters at doing these things. But I kept trying for quite a long time. I really didn't want to lose the fish. You don't get a lot of chances in these little streams, so I kept at it. But the longer it went on, the more I was becoming convinced that the fish wasn't there, and basically all I was doing was pulling against the reeds. Yeah, I'm sort of thinking about it here, I think, but starting to get quite despondent about the whole thing. yeah, not good fun. Now I'm moving out of shot now because I'm going right sort of downstream, seeing if I can get as much side strain on it as possible. But unfortunately, it was all really to no avail. The fish had done me. It got me in the reeds, and I sort of decided that in the interests of I just got caught in the line got caught in the tree there just to make matters worse. So in the end, I sort of decided it was a lost cause. So I'm just sort of pulling out the line, pulling the rod back to get ready to hand line. I wasn't expecting hand lining to get the fish out. I was pretty convinced all it was going to do was lead to a break off, and that is exactly what happened. So first decent bite, first decent fish, and not only did I not get the fish in, I didn't have any sound on the video, so the day didn't actually start brilliantly. Another angler's just turned up. I've never known this place so busy. I used to come here midweek and never see a soul. Bit of a touch on there. Could be smaller fish, of course. But it's encouraging. I don't think I've got much choice than sit it out here and hope the fish sort of settle down in a little while and come back, because the swim up there has been fished, so they'll be spooked up there. And I prefer fishing here than by the bridge, to be honest. It's not very you don't feel you're in the country when you're sitting opposite a block of flats, sort of by a road bridge, although there's chub up there. Try a bit of cheese paste in a minute. Let's see if that tempts something. It could well be that bread's gone with those taps on the rod top. It amazes me how fish that are obviously well hooked manage to get the hook out and put it in the reeds or the weeds or whatever, but they do. Yeah, just check that bird because it may not be on any longer. All I've got is a bit of weed on the end. Let's try a bit of cheese paste. Oh, a bit of tweak. Perhaps that's what caused the knocking on the rod top. Perhaps it was floating down the river. And, yeah, oh well. Oh, another guy's just walked past. I'm trying a bit of cheese paste, by the way. I've lost count of how many people I've seen today. This place is obviously getting far too popular. It may ease off, I suppose, as the season progresses. Alright, I'm going to find Mr. Tree. That's it. Yeah, I've never seen so many people. On these little streams, you know, they can't really sustain too many people dabbling in and out. My sliding line link sort of got all tangled up with the main line and the hook and everything else, so we're really back to basics now. I just got a hook on the end of the line with a single shot actually on the line. Can't get any more basic than that really, can you? Yeah, that last cast when I didn't get a bite, I was sort of saying, I think it depends where the bait lands. Well, I was actually snagged in a weed when and that thread is floating a long way down. I can actually see it. Yeah, I don't really want it down there though. It's floating down into the these bloody bulrushes down there are a pain in the arse. Yeah, I'm going to go over a bit further if I can. If I'm being honest, I'm not altogether hopeful for another fish from here, but there's someone down by the bridge, so that swim's now used. There's a swim upstream, but there was a guy fishing there this morning before he packed up, so I might as well stick it out and hope there's still some chub around in here. The annoying thing about losing that fish, I never even saw it. It felt a good fish. I mean, I couldn't stop it getting over into that far bank. Well, at least I'm getting some knocks this time. Last time I wasn't getting a touch. That was quite a strong knock. I think these may be dace, to be honest. Just whacking at the bread. Maybe chublets. Oh, I think we're in. Folks. Let's see if we can get this one in. And where the fuck is it? I've got to watch where he's going. God, bloody hell. Ah, he's going the same place. I've got to try and keep him out of there. Ah, no. Yeah, I've kept him out this time. Ah, he's trying again. Oh no, he's gone down in this stuff down here now. Oh, they're buggers, and they know where to go. He's burying into these reeds down here. Oh, he's round the bulrushes. Bugger it. No, he swum round the bulrushes. There's another chub come over to him. Jesus. No, I don't think I'm going to get him out because he's gone round these bulrushes. That's what he did to me on the other bank, I think. I can't get the net that far out. Oh, I can't lose 2 fish in one day, surely. No, he's well and truly around those bulrushes. He swum round them. Trouble is I can't see the bank here and it falls away. just a bit too far. If I can get behind him and get his tail in. No. He's getting angry now. He's a big chub actually. He's out now. He's out on the net as well. It's such long range I can't. He keeps jumping out the oh shit, I can't see anything now. Lost sight of him. I had him in the net twice. I think he's got off. Do you really credit it? I think he's left me in the bulrushes. Oh, I had him in the net. I just didn't have the strength to pull him in. Ah, oh, Jesus. Yeah, he's gone, hasn't he? Ah, oh, would you believe it? That's 2 good chub I've lost. Yeah, he's gone. Oh, Christ. I actually had him in the net, but I literally had one hand on the end of this long net, and I didn't have the strength to oh, Jesus. Oh, I don't believe this. It was a really good fish as well. Yeah, he swam around that bulrush and that was it really. As I was trying to lift him out the net, he was anchored by the bulrush, so I just couldn't get him out. But I literally had him in the net twice. Would you bloody credit it? Well, I think that's probably definitely the end of the swim now. Well, we've certainly had some fun today. No fish on the bank, but God, jeez. Well, I won't know how much you saw of that until I get home and download the video, but I think with my body cam you probably saw most of it. But that was the absolute most frustrating, having battled to keep that chub out the spot where the first one snagged me. It dived down. There's a single bulrush stem just down to the left of me, and it managed to swim around that, and I knew that was it. I knew I couldn't get it to swim back again. That was never going to happen. So basically I tried to get the net to it. I was fully extended. I had my left hand on the end of that extended pole. I just didn't have the strength in my wrist to sort of drag that up while still keeping tension on the line. I had it in the net twice, but because the bulrush was pulling it back, it just flipped out. And then that third time, well, I think the second time in the net when it flipped out, there was an almighty sort of explosion of dust or mud from the bottom. So he had obviously got off and dived down. So absolutely frustrated. 2 really good chub today. I saw that one. That was a good chub, but neither of them in the net. And it was fascinating when I first took that chub, another one came up and joined it, a smaller one actually, was swimming alongside it. I don't know if that would be picked up on the camera or not. Anyway, I will stick it out a bit longer, but I think I've really blown my chances now. I've had my chances and blown them, but there we go. I've got to tackle up now. I've lost my hook and everything, so yeah. Oh dear, oh dear, what a day. What a day. 2 chub, but no chub. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to try floating a bit of crust down, because when I threw that mashed crust in, some of which floated, there were certainly a few plops. Bloody ball rush again, in the way of everything. It needs to be further under the tree, doesn't it? If I get anything down there. Don't know if you can hear the cuckoo, it's a long way away, but nearly lost it. Trouble is it runs over, the flow takes it over to the near bank all the time. Yeah, you see I can hear something plopping up further down, but it's more on the other bank. The flow here takes it over. There's a chub right underneath it. Oh, I've just seen a big chub right underneath it. We ignored it. Probably because it was dragging a bit. Now I think I'll just go back on bread on the bottom, because this is proving too difficult. The thing is, I know the chub are there, I can see them swimming around. Yeah, I'll just go back for the last hour or so. I'll go back onto conventional bread on the bottom, I think. Right, I'm nearly out of bread. I think if I get the taps this time, I'm going to strike on them, and I think that's all I'm going to get, whether it's chub or what it is. I'm not getting anything else. Getting the taps again. Right, there we go. Oh, bloody. Ah, Jesus, that felt big. That really felt big. Wasn't on for more than a split second, but boy, did that feel big. Jesus. That just went powering off to the far bank, and the hook hole gave. Jesus, what a day. That just motored off. Jesus. Oh, well, I don't know whether it's worth carrying on really. I'm just, I can't believe they're going to carry on feeding. I keep losing fish. That was hardly a pull on the rod top. I went for it, and boy oh boy, it just powered off to the far bank. It's more like a bloody carp run than a chub. Jeez. No, too near the tree. That's it, just over there.
Yeah, that really went powering off. To be honest, I can't believe I'm going to get many more bites, keep losing fish like this. I think I may call it a day. I can't believe they're going to carry on feeding after that. And I was only going to stay another hour anyway. I've blown all my chances today. I mean, say that last fish, oh jeez. I mean, say the others were decent fish, but that really felt powerful. It was only on for a few seconds, but while it was on, geez, the power of it. There's a bit of a knock on the rod top. Perhaps I should have gone for it. Makes you want to have another cast, doesn't it? What do you reckon, folks? I'll try and squeeze one more bit of bread out. One more bit of bread. And then definitely that's it. These last casts, they're a thing of legends, aren't they? Yeah, there's really not a lot of bread left. The trouble is I've been casting it and losing it. No, that's a crust, that's no good. This would probably just about do us for our last attempt. That's better for our last attempt. Trouble is the wind blows the line straight into the inside. It's very tricky. Sometimes I get a bite, sometimes I don't. I think it's just where the bread ends up, to be honest. That looked like a pull. Not sure if it's the wind or not. It wasn't a stab, it just... Yeah, I think we're in. Let's see if we can get this one in this time, shall we, folks? Alright, let's get him up here away from these bloody bulrush. Alright. No, you're not going in there. Not this bloody time. Oh, don't you flippin' jump out again. Oh, yeah. That is a chub. Boy, that is a chub. Well, folks, that's my last bit of bread. Would you believe it? Gosh, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. That is a chub. Oh, I'm all caught up in it. Yeah, right, mate. All right. You didn't fight much actually compared to the others, which was good because I got you in, but you're now kicking up rough. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's get this unhooking mat open. Which side is this? This side. That's as near as damn it. Oh, right. Okay. Let's put you down there in case you flip out. So that's showing about 5 1/4, and the net is 12 ounces. So it's 4 1/2. Alright, folks. Right, you're going to behave yourself now, because you've been flapping and whapping all over the bloody place. Alright, there we go, folks. 4 1/2 pounds. Super stuff. Try and get him in the flow, but there we go. Let's get him out there. Where's a bit of flow? Get some oxygen in his gills. It's a bloody long reach, I tell you. Yeah, he's looking okay. He's probably the same sort of size as the second one I lost, which I saw. I think he's okay. Leave him a bit longer to get his breath back. Right, shall we give you your head and see what you do? There you go. Well, folks, I was almost resigned to the fact that I wasn't going to get a fish on the bank today. What a day. I mean to say, yeah, lost 3 fish. First one snagged me in the far bank. Second one, I made sure he didn't get in there. I fought like mad to keep him out of the far bank, and then all it did was went around the bulrush on the near bank, tried to net it while it was sort of anchored to the bulrush, flipped out the net twice, basically because I was holding a 3-metre pole and a net in my left hand right on the literally right end of the pole, and yeah, anyways, I lost that one. And then I hit something that, boy, it went off like a bloody express train. I don't know what that was. I don't know even if it was a chub, to be honest, the way it went off, but the hook pulled within seconds, so that was the end of that. Yeah, and anyway, so we get to the end, and it was literally the last cast. I'd run out of bread. I was sort of scrabbling around for bits of flake to put on the hook, and it was sort of the last cast. It was one of those second last casts, you know, that we all do. And yeah, 4 1/2 pound chub. So yeah, I really didn't expect to be showing you that today, but yeah, it was a great ending. So there we go. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for the likes, thanks for the comments, and I've gained quite a lot of new subscribers lately, which is really great. Thank you to everybody. I had that lovely tench up at Barnwell, and that seemed to trigger a lot of action. So but yeah, thanks to everybody who subscribed, and I hope you stick with me. I try to get out most weeks. Sometimes I can't make it, sometimes the weather doesn't suit. Yeah, but anyway, so today there was quite a bit of action, just not a lot of fish. Well, not a lot of fish on the bank. They were all in the river, and they stayed in the river. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next time, wherever that may be, bye for now, and cheers.